What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about something that's going on with Madden 21. Now, I know it seems kind of weird that every day there's a different thing going on with the game. A lot of us have our own theories. Me, myself, I believe that they tune the game periodically, just randomly, to make sure that, nothing is too excessive. Unless it's something that's a real big bug in the game. Like at the launch of the game where the disengage was very, very, prominent. The 335 odd. You have the 335 wide now when you audible down from 335 normal. There's a lot of stuff that they added into the game to kind of help to not make anything too OP. All right, so pretty much what's going to happen is this. I just want to go over a couple things. This week, I did not get to finish Weekend League. I just want to show you guys what's going on. We did beat a lot of the top players that were, some of the top 10 players and, the top 100 players. We beat a lot of them, but I couldn't finish it because you guys were like, yo, you got to do a stream and do the live stream of you making the 49er theme team. And of course, you guys are more important to me than Weekend League. So I took like 2 to 3 hours doing that off and on stream to get that 49er theme team build done. And we had a lot of fun on the YouTube stream. Shout out to all you guys that came through. It was huge, bro. It was definitely one of the bigger streams that I've had this year. Over 600 of you guys in the room just talking, having a good time. It was a really beautiful thing. Thank you guys for that. So I didn't finish it. So I had 6 games remaining. I just didn't get it done. It is what it is. We'll go ahead and finish it next week, get our usual 20 plus wins, and go from there, right? So throughout the weekend, there was a lot of stuff going on. And I was able to retrieve a couple clips that we're going to talk about. And some of you guys that are still, asking me like, yo, Gmia, what do you mean by nano detection? What are you talking about, dude? Like, what's going on with that? Is that a thing? Is that really something that's going on? So there's a few things that I want to show you guys right now. This one right here, this is just general stuff. You see right here, he's going to go ahead and catch that. Like, I want to point that out because some of you guys were saying like, why aren't my guys reacting? This is Derwin James, right? And it was just meant for him to go in there and score. I just want to point out that has been happening a lot more where your players are in the area of the vicinity and you can't get an animation. Now, I have picked artists on him, but I have been promoting it a lot more, and a lot more of you guys are using it. I don't know if they've actually nerfed it up. I don't know. But right there, I was going for a pick, and he just stood there and just let him let him get the touchdown. And you can see he wasn't really, tackled or doing anything weird. Like, he just stood there, and you couldn't tackle him and do nothing until he got into the end zone. So those type of things, I think for most of us, we're used to that. I don't think it's something to where we're like amazed that happened or anything. So it's not something that you need to be very, cautious about or try to pretty much understand exactly what's happening. It's part of the game. It's what EA Sports does. I think they enjoy the fact that happens, and it is what it is. Now, look, do you see on the right side, you're going to see that's Rod Woodson. He just stops running, right? So you see how he stops? This is more enhanced than ever before. Now, I sent a decent amount of players to go in there. He stops to wait for the running back to block him, right? So that way, the guy can get the ball off. That was happening so much, I was just able to get it late in the game, right? I was able to get it a little bit later, inside of like some of the games. Because like I said, a lot of you guys are enjoying the clips that I sent, and you guys are understanding like, yo, all right, I stream a lot, so you guys can get all that stuff on GmiasWorld Gaming. You guys pretty much go over there and have a really good time watching the full-length gameplays when I lab stuff. All the things that go on, you guys can actually see that. So that is a very, very important thing to understand when you look at this. This is not good. This doesn't make any sense. But again, it's utilized by EA Sports because they don't want to, I guess, I don't know what would happen. Like if they fix the AI of the linemen, would that make it that bad of a game? Would that make it that crazy? I don't know. So pretty much what happens is you get put with this, you get the nano detection, you get that situation going on, and after that, you're left with, you're left at the mercy of your opponent because realistically he should have been sacked. But if he gets that ball off, that's, he's going to be up there. He makes it a bigger game than it has to be. So this was happening a lot more often. All right. And this is one of the things I was trying to tell you guys. When you look at the guys that are winning tournaments and doing things like that, they understand the way the game is. They understand when to send 2. They understand when to send 1. And the reason for that is you're going to be more than likely able to get the same pressure sending 2 as you would sending 6. All right, so I need you guys to fully understand that there is a difference with the way it was before because typically the cornerbacks never really got nano detected. When this happened throughout the weekend of Weekend League, they did something to the game to now extend it, to extend the barrier of the way that it works now. That is a major, major problem that, like I said, more than likely for Madden 22, I don't think they're going to take it out of the game because it's been working for their sales. And obviously, you know, it's a publicly traded company, EA Sports, you got to make money. They're not going to stop. A lot of the fan base, these guys, they like that stuff because they know they can't get sacked when they made an error. They didn't block the right guy. They know that. Now, there is a chance, a very, very slim chance, that when they separate the modes, maybe in Madden 22, they can do something like, you know, in competitive, there is no nano detection. You know what I'm saying? Start to like differentiate it, because that's the competitive part of the game. And because there's so many different versions of the game, you know, you got arcade, you got simulation. When EA just made the game the way it was, and you had easy and hard difficulty, those were the best Maddens, because there wasn't so much manipulation within the game. But having the different modes, it kind of explains to you guys why there's a lot of fluke and things like that goes on. So for those of you guys that were wondering, like, yo, what is Gmi talking about, bro? What does he mean? Yo, he's always saying nano detection and predetermined picks. Like, this is part of it. That's absolutely ridiculous that the guy with a 99 speed, he just stops there and waits and then gets blocked. All right, so things like that are gonna happen. Another major thing that many of you guys have been sending me messages on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, right here, the ball just going through your body. Now look, I want to be very, very clear with this, right? That is Richard Sherman. That's a 6'3" corner with acrobat, right? So he dives and he just catches it anyway. This is the thing. If you decide to take acrobat off of your player, you're going to have some issues. The problem is, though, you know, with the way that the game is, you have to understand, right? It's certain abilities that you're going to have to use to be able to do like basic stuff in the game. So if you don't have acrobat on your players, you don't even stand a chance at reacting at this ball right here. So what would you rather? The reaction and let the ball go through your hands and the guy catch it, or no reaction and the guy just catches the ball? Because like I said, with the way that the game is, you have to pick and choose how you're going to rage. I don't know how people play this game without actually raging. You know, it's pretty much like self-implosion. It's like, put it like this, right? Studies find that women live on average longer than men, and everybody knows why. Women are more likely to vent, cry, and, you know, let their emotions get out. Men hold it in and we vent. You know, we vent later and it's always too late and you just build up a lot of stress and then by that time you're done, right? For people that don't rage, that play this game, either they don't understand what's going on or they don't have a competitive bone in their body. Because stuff like that, this initiates immediate rage and I turn into a Super Saiyan. Like, it's like, okay, dude, like, what is going on? It doesn't make any sense. And it happens a lot. It happens very, very often. And that's been applied since one of the more recent patches. Because remember, EA, you know, they tuned the ability points. They did a lot of things where they're like, all right, if you're a safety or, you know, whatever, if you're not a corner, acrobat is 2. When they did that, they tuned acrobat. So in a lot of cases, acrobat doesn't really do what it's supposed to do unless you're hit and it's a throw out of sack and they're diving towards it. That's it. That is the only time that it really works. When it's in coverage like that, the opponent is usually going to catch the ball through your body. So those are just some of the examples that I wanted to show you. And also, I had this thing right here with Jim Thorpe, right? So with him, he obviously can air truck. This is just a, you know, quick run, whatever. He seems pretty smooth. I haven't spin moved with him yet, but I believe he can spin move very, very well. Shout out to you guys that told me that it's a minimum height of 5'11", I believe, to be able to spin properly in the game. I think that's what you guys are saying. I have to still continue to, you know, work it out. But as far as getting rid of Bo Jackson, do I miss Bo? No, they pretty much do the same thing. He moves around the same rate. You know, Bo is a 99 speed on the Raiders theme team, but I don't really see that big of a difference. Also, he's a power back. He will get like big trucking animations. He will truck somebody into the ground. But, you know, in all honesty, with the way that it is, I do believe that he is a suitable replacement right now for Bo Jackson. He moves around. Obviously, we all know Bo Jackson spins, so I have to just play a couple more games with him to kind of finalize that. And also, finally, for those guys, here goes my 210-point game. This was the touchdown that gave it to me. I tweeted you guys out. It was on Instagram, Facebook. But you guys are OGs already. You guys already know like what was going on with this because you know, pretty much you're already there. Like, you know what's going on, so it doesn't really matter. But this is how I scored 210 points. By the way, that was where that clip was. So I just wanted to make sure that I added that in as well. So as far as Madden itself and what's going on with it, I don't really know, you know, I can't put my finger on what they're doing, but there's a lot of different things that are happening within the game. So I have a lot of different, I'm gonna have to make some different assessments and figure out what's needed and make some adjustments. But for now, we're gonna keep Acrobat. You know, we're gonna keep the Acrobat. We have double or nothings out there. We'll see how that continues to work, and then we'll just figure it out. But I just wanna make you guys aware, it's not just you. We're all in this together. I'm gonna see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.